There was a young man named Salim. Salim was not naturally lazy, and he didn't hate work or success. In fact, he was like many people, carrying big dreams inside him. He wanted to change his life, to succeed, to become someone he could be proud of before anyone else was proud of him. But he had one small habit, a habit he didn't notice very much. Every time he thought about starting something important, he would tell himself, "I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow I will wake up early. Tomorrow I will start exercising. Tomorrow I will work on my project. Tomorrow I will change my life." But tomorrow would come and turn into another tomorrow. As the days passed, Salim began to feel something strange. He saw people around him moving forward. Some of them started businesses. Some learned new skills. Some became more successful and confident. But he was still waiting for the perfect moment. One day, while walking down a quiet road after a long day of thinking, he met an old man sitting on a wooden bench near a small park. The man seemed calm in a strange way, as if he had no rush in the world. Salim sat next to him. After a few moments of silence, he said, "I feel like I'm stuck in life." The old man looked at him with a gentle smile and asked, "And what is stopping you from moving forward?" Salim sighed and said, "Sometimes I feel motivated, but that feeling disappears quickly. And on the days when I don't feel the energy, I don't do anything." The old man chuckled softly and said a short sentence. "Motivation, my son, is a temporary guest." Then he continued slowly. "People believe success comes from motivation, but the truth is different. Motivation is like a small spark. It burns for a moment and then fades. But the thing that truly makes the difference is something else." Salim asked curiously, "And what is that?" The old man replied, "Discipline." Then he said something Salim didn't fully understand at first. Discipline is not about being strong all the time. It is about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Salim stayed silent for a moment, then said, "But that's hard." The old man smiled again and replied, "Of course it is, at the beginning." Then he pointed at a large tree in the park and said, "Do you see that tree?" Salim nodded. The old man said, "That tree did not become this big in a single day. Every day it grew a little, just a little, until the difference became clear after many years." Then he looked at Salim and said, "Success works the same way. It is not one giant leap, but small steps repeated every day." That night, Salim returned home thinking about the old man's words. For the first time, he did not try to change his entire life all at once as he used to. Instead, he decided to start with something very small. The next day, he woke up a little earlier. He read just 10 pages. He worked on his goal for 1 hour. It wasn't exciting. In fact, it was very simple. But Salim continued, day after day, even on the days when he didn't feel motivated, and on some days he wanted to quit. But the old man's words kept returning to his mind. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. After a few months, Salim began to notice something strange. The things that once felt difficult became easier. The work that once required great effort became a habit. And most importantly, he began to feel something he had never felt before. Control. Control over his day. Control over his time. Control over his life. And in that moment, Salim finally understood the secret he didn't understand before. Discipline does not change your life in a single day, but it changes you, a little bit every day, until one day you look at yourself and realize you have become the person you once dreamed of becoming. And that is when Salim realized a deeper truth. The difference between those who succeed in life and those who remain in the same place is not intelligence, and it is not luck. It is the ability to do the small things, even on the days when you don't feel like it. Because in the end, success is not one great moment. It is thousands of small moments when a person simply refused to stop trying. And that is the secret of discipline.